What the hell game is this? All right, it's the hell. Hello again there. See what I did there? Friends and fans, Raptor here, and welcome to our first look at this post-apocalyptic city builder game. If you'd like to take a look at it like that, it's based on all these different cultures believing in an underworld in the afterlife for sinners after massive disasters such as a gigantic earthquake and tsunami, or a mountain volcano exploding, or disease or famine, or never-ending winters. Man suffers greatly, and all of the dead, those who happen to sin, are taken to the underworld, where then they're watched over by like giant titans and things like that. So The Hell is a game that is a beta currently, and will be coming out hopefully sometime soon, and I am excited to share it with you here today. So thanks to them for sponsoring today's video. Thanks to all of you for tuning in, and you can check it out with the link down below in the description. As I mentioned, we're playing a beta build of the game, which will eventually be a play test, and I do love the art style in the background here. This game is so early that the devs don't even have a lot of the music in just yet, but it'll be a big part of the game, as well as the art style. I love the splash screen with the giant olive up there, the all-seeing olive. So let's take a look here at the game, where we have Namazu the Earthshaker. This will be taking place in Kanto, Japan in 1923. 142,800 deaths there. But there will be other scenarios such as Rangda, the Widow, for a giant volcano that explodes. You may have heard of Krakatoa before. There's also the 1540 Aztec pestilence, and also the 536 AD Nordic winter known as the Fimbulwinter. And it kind of explains a little bit as to what happened, and a lot of these are all like, natural disasters or having to do with disease. But yeah, we'll start with the Namazu Earthshaker. Each of these scenarios also has their own intro, so it's quite nice. So let's watch one now.
(1923) Great Kanto Earthquake. The powerful earthquake and subsequent tsunami that struck Tokyo and Yokohama caused widespread devastation and had far-reaching consequences for Japan. At 11:55 a.m., the vessel experienced pronounced trembling and vigorous vibrations. Upon observing the shoreline, it became apparent that a significant earthquake was underway. Subsequently, structures collapsed in multiple directions, enveloped by billowing clouds of dust that obstructed visibility. As the dust settled, fires emerged in various locations, ultimately leading to the complete engulfment of the city in flames within a mere 30-minute time span. The earthquake was so powerful that it shifted the great Buddha statue in Kamakura, which weighed about 110 tons and was almost 60 centimeters tall, even though it was almost 60 kilometers from the epicenter. The estimated casualties totaled about 142,800 deaths. Just as it is above, so it is below. We are ready to welcome the arrival of souls coming soon.
Ooh. All right, I guess that's our business then. We're in the welcoming committee of hell. And so I guess it's time to get ready to welcome all those folks down below. Ooh. Wow, that's a lot of blue trees. All right, there's our base, and obviously we've already got a lot of shenanigans going on, and apparently it looks like we're some sort of a version of being underwater, like there seems to be coral reefs and things like that, some semblance of the world above, and some green goo. And our base. Ooh, with birds flying around. And the all-seeing olive. Cool. I believe that's like us in a way. Ooh, hi there. It's a Titan. Hi there, buddy.
Drifting, falling, lost. This is how they arrive. And yet, the descent has only just begun.
Mm-hmm.
All must pass through the weight. In the weight, all souls are suspended between what was and what will never be again.
Ah, purgatory.
Beyond the weight stands Purgatoria, a towering
what?
monolith of evil where all souls must go. There they are stripped of what they were and turned into sinners.
Oh, so that's beyond.
Once they emerge as sinners, they will be your hands, your foundation, your workforce. And you will shape their fate as Hell Governor. Do not let the flow stop. Keep them moving. Keep them suffering.
Right, so we're like the DMV. I see. Keep the flow going, but keep them suffering. Perfect. Good. All right, so we're Hell's Governor, I guess. All right, cool. Here is what they have mentioned before, Purgatoria. We have a warehouse over here. the keep, a storage building, and then also a bloody pump. And then, as I mentioned, like trees that apparently look like coral and things of water, where the earthquake kind of involves tsunamis and the earth shaking and whatnot on the shoreline, and that kind of explains our giant fish friend here. That's on pause. Namatsu, the Titan. All right.
Welcome to Hell.
Well, thank you.
As the current governor overseeing this domain, it is crucial that you pay attention. The previous governor has vanished under mysterious circumstances. Rumor has it that Lucifer banished him, while others believe he managed to escape hell. Regardless of the truth, it is imperative for you to familiarize yourself with the fundamentals.
So these are all the souls that have just died from that cataclysmic event, that almost apocalyptic event.
Every structure must be bound to the Purgatoria. Without it, they remain dormant. Lay blood paths from the Purgatoria to the existing structures.
Okay.
Only then will they function.
All right, so buildings won't function unless there's a path from the Purgatoria, which is our main building. All right. Let's build a bloody path then. Well, I don't know why we're using such language already, ma'am, but okay. All right, let's connect from here to... Oh, we got to click and hold. That seems fine to me. That'll do. Is it going to be green like that? And then we got to go from there to here. Oh, I see. So if we click the path again, it actually cuts it off. Oh, that's kind of cool. There's like a blueprinting mode, in a way. So we can cut those off or change them. Okay. So I only saw 4 buildings.
Must keep processing souls.
There's one more up
Without
there.
Capacity, sinners will have no place to go, and when the flow stops, everything unravels. Souls left waiting too long will grow agitated.
Oh.
And agitated souls do not stay as they are.
That is bad.
They twist, they rupture, and from them, hellish creatures are born. Construct tombs to increase your capacity. Keep the process moving.
Okay, so tombs are like our population limit, like our homes. And it doesn't look like we need to connect to the weight. It looks like they took away our option to build roads. So this will be a tutorial level then, I could tell, with a lot of limitations, just teaching us the ropes and how things work. So let's go ahead and build some tombs over here. And I'm not sure how many we have to build. We'll start with 2. Oh, that's interesting. So there's like a black sludge that comes up out of the ground for them to be able to construct that. And here they go. Those souls are now turning into, I guess, our thralls or whatnot. And it looks like they're being sacrificed here at the bloody pump. Yeah, it looks like sinners are going in there and then like dying and then turning into blood or something to power the buildings. I'm not sure exactly, but I think more and more gameplay will explain how things work. But essentially, you can convert some of these resources of humanity into like things like, in your mind, iron and electricity, but then you can convert it to like blood. You know, they're trying to make it more creepy that way. I got it. It works. Okay, so how many more do we need to build? Is there a thing here? 5 tombs. There it is. Okay. Oh, and these are still under construction, so we'll need to build. Let's build 2 more here, and then we got room for 3 more if we need it. So those will finish construction. While we're waiting, let's speed up time a little bit and take a tour around. So there's our Titan there, and each of the maps will have their very own creature that we have to appease, or that there's a different gameplay style for. Some of them happen to deal with military aspects. There is kind of like a combat element in the game where you'll be making weapons and troops and then sending them off to places to do, I'm not sure exactly what yet, but each of the different, let's call them gods. They're Titans, but they kind of act as a lord of the underworld, have their own wants and needs to, like control hell. As she mentioned earlier at the start of the scenario,
we have expanded our capacity.
Like Satan is gone.
The souls will not slow. More souls are coming.
Mm-hmm.
They will not stop. They will never stop. For every death in the world of the living, a soul descends, and as time passes, they will come faster. Process them. Keep the cycle moving. Do not let them linger. Keep up with the influx while you still can.
Sure. We've got blood, cries, waste, fear. These are all these resources up here we'll more than likely build with and gain from our followers. We also have bones and crystal. We have embers, hemoglobin, mercury, rust. Wow, that's interesting. Acid, liquor, goo, tonic, and then here's some of the weapons there. Maces, scythes, spears, and that looks like harps or something there too. So maybe there's instruments we can make from some sort of a workshop, and then more things about our population management too, including, oh yeah, succubuses and shakers and slitters. That's interesting. So it looks like we can morph people into like hideous demons of some sort. All right, process 50 souls to sinners, so I think we just need to wait on that. So these are the souls that are coming in and then being kind of reconverted back into some version of man to do labor for us. Here's a granary here. That does seem to hold food, so acid, goo, liquor, and tonic. So these must be things that they can eat or make food out of. Then there's the keep there, which seems to be a giant warehouse, a storage building as it says there. And it looks like there's an upkeep of 1 blood per second, so we need to keep the flow going. What's interesting here is, if you remember at the start, there was, what, 142,000 people who died there? So I don't know if we're just limited to that number, but that's if that's a population cap, that's a pretty high cap. 100,000?
You are picking
Pretty
up the
good.
ropes well as the new Hell Governor. Now we turn to production.
Ooh.
Blood is the first resource we will establish.
Yes.
Most structures rely on a steady blood supply. Without enough, they will cease to function. Construct a bloody pump and ensure a steady supply.
Oh, okay. Well, we've already got one of those going. There's a bloody pump there. Looks like there's also storage buildings, security, and then main mission buildings. And again, remember, each of these scenarios will be a little different. I'm not sure if there'll be a sandbox mode, but I could imagine there being one. But each of them are intended to be a little different in the map, in the background, and also like in the kind of the biome in which we're in, as well as dealing with a different Titan that has different properties and things that they want to keep them happy. All right, so rather than the black tar coming up out of the ground, now we've got like a green, like cyst or something. That's wonderful. It looks like there's no construction progress, so it looks like the people are actually coming over and constructing those things. I do like how each of the different buildings has kind of a different scaffolding or like a cloak that's over it until it's constructed. That's kind of nice. And, oh boy, this game's going to have a lot to learn, I can already tell. And it looks like this is primarily our big construction zone here. So we got to fit everything within this area. I don't think we can build up on the edges. Maybe there is a way to build up there. Maybe there'll be more resources for us up there. But it doesn't look like we have to get wood or stone or anything like that. It's all bone and things to do with humanity and terror and whatnot. Okay, 37%. Let's speed things up full speed now. And that'll be done in just a moment. So we're just following whatever our friend is saying. This seems to be a timeline here.
Hell is never clean. Filth spreads, settling deep into the land. But even filth can be refined. The sulking refinery filters the ground, extracting waste from the filth. A slow, steady process that ensures a constant supply. A waste mine will boost your waste production.
Okay.
It extracts from rocks and stones, allowing the sulking refinery to produce more waste.
Ah.
Construct a sulking refinery and establish a waste mine.
Right, so we need to build a refinery, a waste mine, and then increase labor to 100 and produce 400 waste from the refinery. Okay. So where's our waste mine? There it is. There should be another one, I think. I saw one. There it is. Oh, we can only do one at a time. We must be short on materials. Okay, we're building that waste mine. Let's build a refinery too. And I guess we'll kind of put that nearby, maybe in between. Oh, it has to be built on a road. And we're not allowed to build any more roads at the moment, so I guess we'll put it here. I don't think we can build roads. Yeah, I think it's right here. It's supposed to be a shovel, but now it's disabled. Okay, so we won't be able to build a road to the mines yet either. Can we build another mine? Looks like we're just needing to build one. Okay. All right, so one waste mine and one refinery coming up. And we need to increase the refinery labor to 100, but I assume that's going to be an auto-assign thing where I don't see a reason why they wouldn't automatically try to put 100% labor there. We'll see. So there it is. The sulking refinery is done. What does it look like? Oh, that's lovely. It just looks like somebody... It looks like you're out on a date and like the other person is getting a milkshake and they're really into you and you're telling a story and they're just enamored with you. And they're just, you know, having their little strawberry milkshake. And they're like, and then what happened? Well, and then we were playing the hell and I downloaded the playtest with the link down below in the description, and then I hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It was amazing. Oh my god, that sounds like such a good channel.
Like blood and waste,
Yes.
cries are a core resource.
Oh, cries now.
Harvested from suffering, they serve no purpose on their own, but they can be shaped into something greater. One sinner's torment is another's sustenance. Refined, cries sustain the condemned, fuel those with purpose, and empower the structures that demand suffering. Let's build a needle cage, a crude method yielding just enough cries to awaken your dominion. More powerful ways to extract cries will come later in your rule.
I think this lady's telling us that cries are like water, and rather than building a well or something, we're going to like stab people with needles in order to get them to cry, and then we're going to use those tears in order to give everyone sustenance. Wow. Okay. Well, sustenance meaning like hydration. That's weird. I guess we'll put that here. Nice little spot for it. Okay, so the goal is to build that, increase labor to 100, and then capture 400 cries from that. Wow, these buildings are terrifying. Also very nicely animated with some of the weirdness of the keep, for example. What is that exactly? It looks like a demon holding... It's almost like a demonic version of Atlas in a way. Oh, and there's our wonderful needle cage. Great, people go in there and then they get stabbed to death. Wonderful. It does seem like it actually requires sacrifices too. So none of these buildings are always going to be keeping the workforce. Like, I think they are intended to die or be sacrificed in order to gain resources from them. And the waste mine here. Let's see, increase sulking refinery productivity speed by 30. Oh, okay. So times 2, we can increase that by 60. So these things have their own base production, but those can be increased by other buildings
Fear is the
around.
last of the core resources.
Fear, yeah.
Forged by siphoning the sanity and vitality from your sinners, reducing them to hollow shells of their former selves. Similar to cries and waste, it serves no purpose on its own, but in the right structure, it can be shaped into something greater. Fear fuels those who thrive on dread and shapes the weapons of your dominion. Introduce fear production by building a dead hope.
Okay, so now we got to work on fear with a dead hope. Okay. So that is a resource building. Primary... what? Grinder to squeeze out every ounce of sanity into fears. Sinners sent here for such torment. Okay. Wow. Oh, there comes the music again. Nice. Let's see. How do we rotate buildings, too? Let's see. Control. R. Not seeing an immediate, obvious way to rotate. Although it doesn't matter for the most part for me, because every building seems to be square. I'm not seeing any sort of rectangular-sized buildings, so... And they oftentimes look like this, where they're very asymmetrical. Or, well, symmetrical, but a little asymmetrical. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's all going to hell anyway. Okay, so there's our dead hope. That's being built now. Chapter 1, Once Upon a Time. Oh, wonderful. It's like a little fairy tale. How cute. Alright, so we're speeding up. We're waiting for construction. All of that is done now. And the goal is to extract 400 from these guys. Alright, so people are going into that building and I guess sacrificing themselves for fear. We're gaining 120 per cycle. I guess that's per day. So we should have enough now. Yep. Perfect. Uh-oh. What's happening? Uh-oh. Menu stuck on the screen. It's a beta. It's okay. All this is subject to change. Are you hungry? I got a menu for you. Here, sir, can I interest you in a dead hope? Oh, no? Uh-oh. I made him mad. What is going on, sir?
The counter above ticks away. That is the soul counter.
Sleeping giant.
Existence is measured not in moments, but in the flow of souls. Watch the indicator for signals of different events. Some will hinder your production, while others will unleash a torrent of souls upon your domain.
Okay. So she's saying that the boss is mad, and Namatsu is going to want to be
Hell
appeased,
does not follow days or years.
or we're going to be
The
fired.
Hell calendar tracks the flow of souls, decrease, stage events, progression, and Titan battle events.
Okay.
Not all that dwells in Hell is bound to your will. The Titan looms silent for now, but it will not sleep forever. As Hell Governor, you must watch the Hell calendar closely.
Oh.
It reveals what is to come, so you can act before it is too late.
Gotcha.
It is the only measure of change in this realm, a tool not of mercy, but of inevitability.
Well, that's okay, sister, because we're going to build ourselves a brewery now, so let's make 200 goo. Oh, I thought we were going to make beer. All right, that's fine. Welcome to Hell. When a human dies, the soul is condemned and bound for hell. There is no exception. Okay. Ooh, we got choices. Permanently reduce agitation rate by 10, but increase turning chances by 30. Increase agitation by 10, but reduce turning chances by 30. I guess we'll go with that one. I'm not sure exactly the difference yet. All right, so we'll keep on doing what they want us to
Sinners
do.
keep your domain running, but
Yep.
they cannot survive without goo.
Yep, we got it.
Goo is produced in the brewery, but its purpose extends beyond that. The brewery will supply different resources to upkeep different units.
Mm-hmm.
Construct a brewery to supply goo to your sinners, as they have been feeding on what little remains. If you do nothing, famine will take hold, and without sinners, resource production will halt, and your domain will fall.
Ah. Okay, so we're building our brewery, and then we're going to produce 200 goo from that. No problem. And then, yeah, so she mentioned we have a timeline to monitor then, so different events will happen up here. So we're not necessarily dealing with time, we're dealing more with events. It's an interesting way to look at that. Oh, God, look at that. Oh, what the hell? It's a giant, ew. It's like a maggot or something. Oh, wonderful. They're milking this maggot. They've got a tube up his mouth. Oh, wonderful. All right. So from here, I think we can choose our recipes. So acid, goo, liquor, and tonic. So I guess we need to select which one. So goo then. So some buildings will require a recipe to be selected. In this case, we've got our goo. Wonderful. And is there like a... oh, there's the timer for it. So plus 40 every, let's say, cycle. So every time that goes around. So now we got to produce 200 from that. And it also requires a little bit of blood as well. So these buildings could have a maximum capacity. So we're at 1,600 blood, but I can't tell if it's trending up or down. It says upkeep right now is only 1 blood per second, but I think we have a few buildings that are producing or requiring more than that. Oh, that's the keep there. My bad. I
The
thought it was...
reserves left behind are nearly spent. Your domain must now sustain itself.
Okay.
You must secure a stable resource flow before your domain crumbles. The Cauldron is a mixing pot combining core resources to create the materials needed for construction and progress.
Ooh.
It is a crucial step for mastering the resources of Hell. A growing domain demands more buildings. Discover the resources produced by the Cauldron and expand your reach.
Okay. Well, we could do that. Okay, so we got a cauldron being built, and then we're going to construct different resources from that. So we need bones, ember, mercury, crystal, hemoglobin, and rust. So I guess we give orders for construction there. Or maybe it's automatically built there if we order a building to be constructed. I think we need the resources in storage first, though. I also noticed that our blood went from 16 to 1,700. So that's good. And then what is this? This is red waste. Storage capacity 390 out of 7,000. Okay, I think we have more room for more. Oh, there's the cauldron. Okay, so how do we make an order? Oh, I think we'll just have to babysit this. We just got to make 50 of each, so this got to go around twice on each resource. So 50 of bones. And I think we'll just speed things up. Yeah, there's not much else to do. So I'm imagining by the end of this game, you might have multiple cauldrons going, producing resources all the time. Each of these could be set to each of these 6 resources, and maybe multiple producing each of these resources too, depending on how many, well, whatever you might need. Each of the different scenarios might require more bones or more hemoglobin, for example. So that's interesting. Okay, mercury is almost to 50. Then on to crystal. Then on to hemoglobin and rust. What does this building look like? Oh, cool. Like a giant flame under it. Looks like a big chemistry set. Okay, next is hemoglobin. And then one more round. And then on to rust. And labor is at 50 out of 52. I wonder what we'll set this to next. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, it's showing waste plus blood equals rust. Okay. So those are the recipes. Okay. And we're all done.
The pledge stands for submission where sinners obey, and suffering continues as it should. The fist rises with rebellion where defiance festers, and control begins to slip. Lay any rebellion to rest, or your domain will suffer.
Oh, good. We're working in HR now. We must squash the rebellion. Excellent. We'll use words like onboarding, and you know, we're a family.
Order is a force that either strengthens or weakens your dominion. Submission grants stability. Sinners work more effectively in this state, and souls remain less agitated, and also have a lowered turning rate. Submission takes hold when order remains between 51 and 100.
Okay.
Rebellion invites chaos. Productivity declines across your domain. Souls grow agitated more quickly. With increased turning rates, the rebellious state begins when order falls between 0 and 49. Processing souls into sinners and creating soldiers will raise your order points. On the other hand, agitated souls that become sadists, and the deaths of sinners, including those who perish while extracting core resources, will plummet your order points, weakening your dominion.
Got it. Well, we can build roads again now, I've noticed. So now things are starting to open up finally. Let's build another road maybe over here. Oh, wait. We can't build out there. Oh, no. There's like a perfect area to build, but we can't construct there. All right. Well, we'll swing a road around this way and add some more construction. Order, order, order. Submission and rebellion permanently increase their effect by 10. Sure. All right, back to building a warehouse. So we need to construct one of those.
In hell, time will not wait for you.
Oh, really?
The next stage begins automatically once a set number of souls have been spawned. Objectives provide a guide to your rule, offering a path to stability, but they are not the only path. You may shape your dominion as you see fit, but every ignored objective comes at a cost. Agitation and turning rate of souls will increase for each objective you fail to achieve at the end of the stage.
Oh, wow.
Focus on the objective set before you, or carve your own path at your own risk.
You're getting very serious. Okay, we need to confirm 500 souls to sinners, easy. Have 6 tomb 2s. I can build a tomb 1, but how do we build a tomb 2? There, our upgrade button's right there. So we'll build one more because we had 5. So now we'll add more. Is there a hotkey for this? I don't see one, but... Oh, looks like we're short on something. What is that resource there? Embers. We're short on embers. Okay, can we make more of that? There we go. Okay, so we can make embers here through waste. Waste plus waste equals embers. Perfect. So we'll be able to upgrade one more house after that. And it looks like blood's getting a little low, but I guess that's from all the construction we did. Are there more birds around our big O Purgatoria? Also, it's a star 1. So there might be multiple upgrades for each of these buildings too, not just the homes. Music's getting all sinister now. I wonder what these upgrades look like. And one more to upgrade. Okay, that should be good. And then, oh, upgrade a warehouse. I built a new one. Well, probably doesn't hurt to have an upgrade, honestly. And a new one, too. That'll also require 150 embers. I wonder if we get a resource back if we delete a building. Let's see. Return 45 embers. What did it cost to build? 150. Okay. So we do get somewhat of a refund if we delete a building. That's nice to know. Oh, there's all the upgraded buildings. Cool. It's looking more like a big old town. And these are like modern, ancient, like homes. These look like, I don't know, something out of Flintstones, like bedrock. All right, hopefully blood keeps going up. All right, can we upgrade a warehouse yet? Not yet. We need 150. We're at 83. We'll just speed up time a minute and just wait patiently. And we just need to transfer a few more souls. That thing's converting 25 at a time for embers. Plus 27. Seems to not be producing anymore. Let's delete that old building. Looks like we need more of waste in order to make that. Can we make another waste mine? There it is. Oh, also it shows 2 of 3, so there must be a third slot somewhere to build. There it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and max that out. I think we might have some lazy bones around the camp, some people who are unemployed. So we'll definitely make sure they're employed. So we need 500 in order to make 25. We're doing a little bit of salvaging. That's cool. We're optimizing a little bit. So each of these flashes is somebody coming down from the surface, so they're dying, I don't know, at any time. It's hard to tell exactly when, since hell doesn't deal with time, apparently. Okay, we're 147. And this thing is making, the sulking refinery is making it slow. Make another one. Okay, so hopefully that'll give us enough. So we got 3 mines that should increase the refinery speed by 30, and then if we have 2 of those, that should even double that more efficiently. Perfect. All right, so that's almost done. Boom. Construction complete. And there it goes. Excellent. So we're making plus 60 here, plus 237 and 60, 48. Maybe the number is spread out somewhere. I'm not sure where the bonuses are applied. Sinners. Oh, it says here, sinners will die during production. Yeah, so it shows exactly where the deaths are occurring for your population. And we'll upgrade the warehouse too. Excellent. So that's what you're going to be doing a lot in this game, is looking for bottlenecks in resources that you truly need and then doubling down on the production, or looking for bonuses like the waste mines in order to increase the refinery production speed. That's important. A lot of games are like that. It is fun to do that, to find those types of things and take advantage of them. Good. Good. All right, the warehouse is almost upgraded. About 75% there. 80. Let's go, baby. Hundo. All right, next mission. Construct 1 infernal abyss. Is that a mission thing? Infernal abyss. Oh, it has to be placed here. Something similar to the waste pile. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What the hell? Can't take my stuff. Have no shallows in
Hell,
your
2
domain.
forces rise to shape your domain.
Mm.
The soldiers enforce control, starting with the sentries, steadfast units that guard your resources and uphold your rule. The sadists thrive in chaos, beginning with the shallows, thieves that steal your resources and spread disruption. But this is only the beginning. As your dominion expands, more will emerge for order and for anarchy.
Oh, really? Okay, then. Looks like some interesting quotes, too, at the bottom of each of our objectives. Okay, so we do not have more than
From the
10
depths
shallows.
comes a wave of shallows. They are twisted, unlawful thieves
Yeah.
creeping into your buildings and stealing your resources.
They sure are.
Luckily, we have sentries to stand against them, strong and resilient. The first of your defenses, they slow the thieves, weakening the shallows' grip. 20 shallows and 30 sentries have been spawned. But beware, agitated souls left unprocessed into sinners may turn into more menacing pests.
Okay. I guess we'll see what that happens in a moment. What happens when that happens? Okay, let's speed things up. Now, do I need to build security? They make it seem like we need to build something for security. Acquire 20 sentries, but increase soul turning rate by 20%. Permanently reduce the steal amount by 50. Let's do that. I don't want my stuff stolen. That's just going to take more time to build things. All right, so back to security. Oh, looks like we can't build anything for security yet. Wow, a sacrificial pit? Damn. It also says hit building limit up here, so I don't know if I can build more, but I'm assuming we can. And the Infernal Abyss is almost done with construction at 60%. Well, looks like we've destroyed 3 out of 10 there. I'm not seeing any of the combat happening yet between security and those forces. There they are. Oh, here we go. Sir. You let him get away. Oh, never mind. I don't know, maybe he killed him. I have no idea. Again, this is an early beta build of a playtest that's not even out yet, so some of those things might not be working, but the concept is solid, though, of being able to build multiple cities with respect to Japanese culture, Indonesian. I think there was also some Norse and Scandinavian lore there, and some others. Oh, I think Incan or Aztec gods and things like that too. So it'll be cool to see more in the future. Chinese and more Japanese, different types of titans, you know, creatures we've got to appease. So that'll be neat. All right, we're at top speed now. We'll wait for all those to get done. We have to destroy 10, then we have to have none of them in our domain, and definitely don't have more than 10. I think we're doing it. Also, blood is at 0, but at 1.4. There's a bar underneath, and I don't know if that means we're full or empty.
Sinners are not meant to last forever. Their suffering is a means, not an end. To maintain the flow of souls, some sinners must be removed, making room for the newly fallen while reclaiming useful resources. Fail to cull their numbers, and the strain will grow. Souls left waiting too long will turn agitated, and agitation leads to worse things.
Gotcha. Okay, build a sacrificial pit and sacrifice 600 sinners. So they'll give us resources too. So not only are our people a resource as in like a workforce, but also resources and materials. And then those things can go over here too, into our good old cauldron, which we're making a lot more embers from. Soldiers versus sadists. So this is the chapter that we're on as well. So chapter 4. Let's speed up time again. There we go. Look at the eyeball. Eyeball, hello. He's watching us. Okay, now we need to sacrifice 600. And I'm imagining that that's automatic. And that'll probably stop those shallows from occurring too, because we'll get rid of the angry people first, I guess. Oh, it says activate there, but I can't click that. Oh, we just sacrificed 100. Wow, cool. 100 people just jumped into the pit of fire. Sweet. All right, so that just operates periodically. I don't see a bar filling up on when that's going to fire out. Oh, 60 seconds, so every minute. Okay. Did you guys know that every 60 seconds on Earth, a minute passes? I had no idea. It was crazy when I found that out. It's like all time stopped when I found that out. Serious. Okay, so we're at almost 200 now. Labor's at 100. Now, I wonder, does that mean that that's how many people we're sacrificing at a time whenever that thing is going to do a sacrifice? Or is there 100 people required to operate that pit in addition to 100 people who are then sacrificed? I wonder if we can, like, limit the number of sacrifices there. Oh, look at this. Max charges consume hemoglobin. Increase the efficiency of the building by 50%. Oh. If we get more hemoglobin, we could do that. Okay, let's try to switch to our cauldron then. Maybe we can fire that off if we get enough charges from that. We must have sacrificed more. I see production going up, but still it's only at 100. And so from that we're getting waste, tears, and fear. And now we're at 200. Okay. Oh, yeah. That population went back to 0. So
resources are temporary, but your rule is permanent.
There's
Do
enough
not
people?
cling to what can be spent. Put your resources to greater use. Certain structures can be boosted with specific resources, increasing their output and strengthening your dominion.
Right. We just saw that. That's true. Okay, boost the needle cage. So that's
Most
here.
resource-generating structures have a boost section. Each requires a specific resource to activate. As Hell Governor, it is your duty to recognize your domain's needs. Boost production when necessary to maintain balance and sustain your rule.
Okay. Boost the Dead Hope. Generate 500 tonic within 5 minutes. I think we'll have the brewery help out with that a little bit. Make sure we hit that goal. And also 500 bones. Where are we generating bones? The Cauldron. But I can't boost it, though. And that's taking blood, and we're kind of low on blood, so maybe another blood pump would be good. Alright, looks like we got plenty of waste, so that's good. Too bad we can't convert that to anything else at the moment that we need. The music's nice. Okay, we got about 90 seconds to create 500 tonic and 500 bones. I think maybe I'll make another brewery. A couple of those, a couple more. And then another cauldron, which I'd like to build a road to. Roads? Where we are going, we're going to need some big old roads, brother. And that seems fine. Alright, cauldron. Build 2 of those. Oh, we failed to hit those goals, but can they give us another chance? In order to hit those goals, I needed to build more things, so, are they going to pop up again? Okay, so we need to produce bones. And this one I can't select a resource yet. Building status inactive. I think we need more blood. And I can't build a bloody pump there too. 100% submission, that seems good. Is it just GG because we didn't hit that goal? I mean, I was just kind of learning and figuring things out. Well, quite the interesting title for sure. The hell, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today's video on the beta build version, which of course is anywhere near close to anything that would be considered to be a complete title. And of course, there's a playtest coming, which you can check out with the link down below in the description. And all your feedback will certainly matter to the devs as well, getting closer to that final quality will be important for these guys. So definitely, if you get a chance to play the playtest or get it for yourself, give them all sorts of feedback on what they could do better and what you liked and what you loved and what you want to see in the future. So thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in for today's episode of The Hell, and I will see you all soon for much more. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Goodbye.